Hey guys, today let's draw a leaf for Inktober. I'm Jessica Sanders of ColorMeCreativeArt.com. Welcome to my channel. Let's have some fun today with Inktober, drawing a leaf and just exploring a little. So my drawing today is really inspired by this background color and texture that I created with the brusho. Every time I looked at it, I thought of leaves, and so that's what I'm going to draw on it. They're green leaves. I realize it's fall, it's Inktober, but here where I live, everything is still really green. There is a little bit of mottled color and texture on our leaves, but not much. Mostly that's from the heat of the summer. But that's why green leaves, if you're wondering. So I started out with a dip pen and my super black speedball ink and just made some sketchy outlines of the leaves. I actually do have, I don't know if you can see it, but I do have some pencil lines on there to indicate where I was considering and thinking about putting the leaves. But I'm not following those exactly. I just want to make the sketchy idea of the outline of the leaf with the ink. I don't want it to be a solid line. I really tend to lean more toward the sketchiness than toward the actual more graphic solid lines. What you don't see in this video that is actually done at double speed is the time that I actually spend considering where I'm going to put the next mark. So sometimes I may work quickly, like when I'm doing the edge of a leaf, but when I'm deciding on placement or where I should put something, sometimes it takes me a few minutes and I'll sit there and turn the paper and ponder and look. And I don't include that in the videos because, I mean, what is there for you to watch? You don't want to see that. If you saw me live, then you would see that. Once I have the lines down, then I'm going back in with the brusho. I'm adding some sort of yellow-green, which is the teal mixed with the yellow, rather the turquoise mixed with the yellow ochre, and adding that in some places just to separate the leaves from the background a little bit more, to add a little bit of cohesion to all of the leaves. Now they actually all have a little bit of this, and to add some shadow. Next I got out my Winsor Newton gold drawing ink. I love this ink. It is so fun and adds such a nice sparkle to the drawing or the painting. And so I got that out. You have to shake it, and I'm using my dip pen to add a little touches here and there. I don't want to overdo it, overpower it. I just want a little bit here and there. And I was able to get the tiniest little dots with this nib pen. It was so fun just to add these really tiny sparkled dots to the leaf. And then, you know me, I can't resist. I cannot resist. I try to resist, but it doesn't work. I have to add splatters. So I did do some splattering with the gold ink, and I actually just used the ink that was on my nib pen and just tapped it on a paintbrush. Worked out great. Now I'm just going to add in some shadows with my Pitt pen all around the edges of the leaves, not around every edge, but where I want the leaf to stand out from the background of the page, where the leaves overlap, and in the veins of the leaves to really add depth and some shadow there. What I want is for the leaves to pop off from the background, since the background is really the same thing as the leaves. When I started with the same paint, it's not even an extra layer. I just added some line work. I have to do this extra step, and it really makes a big difference in the drawing. Now, if you didn't want to use a Pitt pen, you could use a pencil and smudge it, which would really add a nice shadow. Nothing wrong with that. Or you could use the brusho and create shadow that way, but I just find it's really easy to use this pen. Really light gray color, and it works just fabulously. So I felt today that this drawing went a lot better than yesterday's drawing. It didn't feel like a train wreck to me. It felt like things were coming together. I was able to enjoy the process more. Someone on Instagram pointed out that, you know, we have to shut up that inner critic, and I'm like, they're so right. They're totally right. But when I was in the process yesterday, I just forgot. You know, sometimes you just forget those things that you know because that voice just won't leave you alone. So this one went a lot better for me, and I was really happy with how it turned out. It was a lot of fun to do, and it just was kind of pretty. It's kind of pretty. What do you think? Do you think it's pretty? I'm loving this splattering and exploring how I can take that and sort of carve out something from that. I love to like coax out or draw out or encourage something to come out of that sort of chaos that's on the page. So it's a lot of fun, actually. My last step is to bring in my Posca pen and add some highlights. I wanted to add some along the veins of the leaf, along some of the edges, just to bring back a little bit of white where the color was very solid. I added some dots. I don't know, I just like dots, you know, they're just fun to make, and they add a little bit of sparkle somehow to the drawing. And that was my final step. And like I said, I was really happy with the process and had a lot of fun with it. So thanks so much for joining me, playing along with Inktober. I hope you're enjoying your process of doing Inktober. If you've decided to join in, hey, let me know how that goes in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, please like it. You know, I need those thumbs up, and share it with your friends, which would be fabulous. And I will see you very soon. Bye-bye.